So, what about for authors who are interested in working with Fortress? What advice would you give them?
For authors who want to work with us at Fortress, I'd say reach out. We talk to everybody, and every Lisa, my colleague, and I, we respond to every author. Every publishing house says we don't take unsolicited manuscripts. We do take unsolicited manuscripts. Let me tell you one story. I told the publisher a couple years ago, just when we were launching this thing, I said, I'm going up north to our family lake cabin, and I'm going to sit on my dock for a week, but I'm not taking a week of vacation. What I'm going to do is post on my blog and social media that anybody who has a book idea can call me. You sign up on a Google Doc for a 30-minute appointment with me on the phone. I'm going to sit on the dock with earbuds in, and I'm going to take phone calls from potential authors, and we're going to talk about their book idea. And I got the gamut. I mean, it was amazing. It was great. There was some crazy stuff that should never be published. And I mean, like apocalypse, I can tell you why Israel and the current government of Israel is going to bring on the apocalypse, this kind of stuff, But one woman called me who's an Episcopal priest in Cincinnati and a campus chaplain. She told me her book idea. We talked about it. We circled back and talked about it again a month later. And last month, her book came out. It's called Fierce. It's stories of women in the Bible. Her name is Alice Connor. She's a fantastic writer. Her book is doing extremely well. And we are now signing her to another book deal. And that all happened because she was passionate, she was ambitious, and she took the time to sign up for a half-hour phone call to talk to me and pitch me her idea. And when I pushed back and said, you need to change it, do this and that, she was offended. She was just like, okay, I'll call you back in a month. I'm going to rewrite my proposal. And so for an author who wants to work hard and be ambitious and takes editorial feedback, reach out to us. That's what I'd say. We're more than happy to talk to people about any book idea they have.
I think that's really encouraging for people to hear, because the other side of the coin that we hear oftentimes is that the number of book proposals that a typical publishing house gets are so much greater than what actually ends up getting published. So the fact that you guys are that open and willing to interact with people is really positive.
We do turn down book proposals. Probably we turn down 2/3 of them or something like that. But we're young and we're hungry and we're small, a small relative to the big New York houses or Harper One or Convergent or things like that, publishing houses that are owned by some of the big New York houses. We're small and ambitious and hungry. So we're going to work hard for books that we really believe in. And there's something to be said. A lot of authors have that choice to make. Do I want to be a big fish in a small pond, a big pond? And so for an established author, I will tell you, if you go to a writer's conference, you're going to hear horror stories of people who've been published by big publishing houses and have not gotten the support they think their book deserved. And I think you're going to also hear stories of people. I mean, I could give you the names of a couple of our authors right now, and I think they would say at Fortress, they don't have the biggest budget. They're not the biggest publishing house, but they work their tails off for their books. Like, they really did my book justice to what, they did. They worked hard. So if there's an author who's willing to work hard and be ambitious, not only about the writing of their book, but about publishing, are you ready to get on the road and do some speaking gigs and things like that? If you're willing to do that, we're going to work super hard for your book too.
Well, that's really great to hear, Tony. And thanks a lot for spending some time with us today.
Yeah, my pleasure.